So good morning to you all. Those who are online also. Okay. The last part which I had left you was the chemical properties I had to start with. We had completed physical properties, and in chemical properties I had explained you a little bit of substitution. Okay. Now chemical properties will depend upon bonding. Okay. What type of bonding is present? Alkanes are saturated hydrocarbon. Saturated means all four valencies of carbon are bonded singly, means all are sigma bonds. So they are all strong bonds because in ethane, propane, carbon-carbon bond is very strong, and this gives the property of catenation. Catenation means they can form long chains. Okay, because bond dissociation enthalpy. Are you following these terms? The energy required to break one mole of bond is very high. Alright, extent of overlapping is very strong because two carbon atoms are of the same size. So that bond will not break. Carbon hydrogen bond, almost same electronegativity is there. That is why it is strong, it will not break. What type of reactions alkanes can undergo? Only substitution. Hydrogen can be substituted. Okay. Now it can be substituted by free radical, by a nucleophile, by electrophile. The most common one is free radical. I'll give you the reason for it also. See, carbon and hydrogen bond in methane is non-polar. So hydrolytic fission is difficult. Don't look at my face. Are you following hydrolytic fission? Means unsymmetrical. Okay. So symmetrical will be preferred. So when symmetrical is preferred, free radicals are formed, having one unpaired electron. Right? So here, this is your methane molecule. Okay? And what is happening? Chlorine is going to be this. If this will break by homolytic fission, this will also break by homolytic fission. Okay? Because then this Cl free radical will take its place and this free radical will join with this to form HCl. So that's how HCl and the first product will be formed. Then again, chlorine means there is not one molecule only. Chlorine means you will take 1 mole, 2 moles of chlorine. So a number of free radicals are there. Number of, suppose I take 1 mole of methane, Avogadro's number of molecules are there. 10 raised to the power 23. So this process once started, free radicals are produced. The moment you expose chlorine to sunlight, free radicals are produced. Now these free radicals are bombs of energy because they have one unpaired electron and chlorine is very reactive. So it will quickly substitute. Alright, hydrogen one by one. See here, first hydrogen is substituted. What is formed? Methyl chloride. This is methyl chloride. Again, here it still has one hydrogen. So if it meets a free radical, it will again get substituted. So the next will be CH2Cl2. Then again one more hydrogen substituted. It is forming CHCl3, right? And the last one is CCl. Now the reaction will stop here. Why? The reaction will not stop here. It will not stop because there are other methane molecules. One molecule of methane by one molecule of chlorine, when the reaction is taking place, four products are being formed. Four products are being formed. Like methyl chloride, methylene chloride. Okay, this is methylene chloride. This is chloroform. Chloroform. Anesthetic properties. Okay. You can't inhale it a lot. Okay. Alright. And this is your carbon tetrachloride. Okay. This is used as a solvent. Even chloroform is used as a non-polar solvent. Okay. Like ether, benzene, I had told you. So from one molecule you are getting so much. If 1 mole of methane I take, I will get 6.022 into 10 raised power 23 into 4. So many molecules one molecule is producing. So you can imagine what will be the extent of reaction. Then every time bond is breaking, bond is forming. Okay? This CH bond is breaking, a new bond is forming. So energy is compensated. We don't need energy for substitution reaction. But initiation of the reaction needs energy. To break the first chlorine-chlorine bond, it requires energy. Okay? This is the work of sunlight. It gives photon for energy, start the reaction. You take methane, you take chlorine, keep it in a closed container and put it in the sunlight. So it will start the reaction. Then I can put that mixture back to the lab. Reaction will continue. How long will the reaction continue? See, free radical reaction very easy to start. Just keep it in sunlight. But very difficult to control it. Because the large number of free radicals, as long as they are reactive, the reaction will continue. The reaction will stop if all methane molecules have been consumed or all free radicals have been consumed. We cannot stop this reaction. And if you take large quantity of chlorine and the other reactant, alkane, the reaction may explode also. Because the rate of reaction is very fast. The number of free radicals produced is very fast. Okay? So if at any 1 mole of chlorine, Avogadro's number of chlorine molecules all break up suddenly into free radicals, how many free radicals will be there in the reaction? So it is very, very fast reaction, uncontrollable. So it has certain disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? Can you see the blackboard for disadvantages? Arshland. Okay. Okay. So you can see in disadvantages, I have written the first one. Number of products obtained which are difficult to separate. When we get a mixture of 3 or 4 substances, we will have to separate them. How can you make use of them? In the lab, if you have carbon tetrachloride, you want pure carbon tetrachloride. You don't want a mixture of so many things. So, it will be separated by a process called distillation. What is distillation? All of them will be having different boiling points. So you heat them together and then what happens? Condenser is used. Yes, you can separate them. At different temperatures you will get different fractions and then that is nearly pure used. Okay? That will add to cost. It is tedious. बना रहे थे एक बन रहा है चार. Alright, so it is good also, but it will require, suppose I need only one, unnecessary I am wasting energy to separate them. Free radical. This type of reactions are discouraged in organic chemistry. What is the scope of organic chemistry? The scope of organic chemistry is industries. They are produced on large scales. So, वहाँ पर it will add to the cost of production. Okay? Suppose I need only one compound. Why should I spend money in separation? I will find another reaction where I am getting only one product. Okay? So this type of reactions are not encouraged a lot. And all free radical mechanism reactions always produce more than one product. Free radical mechanism, I just now explained it to you how it is free radical mechanism. Reaction cannot be controlled and explained. Sunlight is required only for initiation of the reaction. Initiation means starting of the reaction. Okay. Now we go on to the second type of reaction shown by alkanes. This is very important. You should read about it. Okay, the third point I am calling out, and that is sunlight is required only for initiation of the reaction. Okay, so sunlight is required only for initiation of the reaction means only to start the reaction. Okay, now the second type of reaction is cracking or pyrolysis. Cracking or pyrolysis. What is the meaning of the word pyro? You will do metallurgy in class 12. It is asked in the board exam. What is pyrometallurgy? Pyro means heat. It can be produced by different fuels. Okay, but pyro means heat. Okay, cracking. This word, where you will be hearing it, cracking of petroleum. The petroleum what we get from the under the sea, that is crude. Okay, then it is refined and then cracking of petroleum leads to a number of products. So today's venture on this net is you can make use of our Google Baba and you can type and see what are the products you get by cracking of petroleum. Vaseline. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay, so it is good information you should have. Okay, how do you get those products and all are useful. That is the reason Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. So, I mean, those who don't know, it is you should know. It is used in day to day life. Okay. So I have written here. If you cannot see, I'm calling out the definition because I don't want to waste my time there. Breaking up of molecule into smaller fragments with the help of heat. Breaking up of molecules into smaller fragments with the help of heat. Okay. Now, how it is carried out? It is carried out like this. You take a metallic or made out of iron. You take a flat plate, okay, a large one, not small. You are doing it on a very large scale. And then petroleum, this is heated to very high temperature. And then drop by drop, petroleum is made to fall over it. Okay, drop by drop. Now, what is this going to lead to? See, petroleum is nothing but a mixture of hydrocarbons. And hydrocarbons can be alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, or they are having long carbon chain. ठीक है? अब उसको हीट कर रहे हैं. तो the compound can break from anywhere. The chain can break from anywhere. Although carbon bond is very strong, but you are exposing it to very high heat. So it is getting too heavy to break. Now it can break from anywhere. You can't say कि 6 carbon atom के बाद टूटेगा. तो हम तोड़ नहीं रहे अपने आप टूट रहा है. Is that clear? We get a number of products. Suppose one chain. This is the compound. This is the formula of hexane. How do you check it? C6 double H12 plus 2. This is alkane. Now this when exposed to heat, what happens? It breaks up into hexane. Hexene, correct. This will be hexene and hydrogen. Now whenever you give an example of pyrolysis, please make sure that this plus this should be equal to this. Because none of the carbon is lost as carbon dioxide. And neither hydrogen is being lost. It is there, produced as hydrogen gas. Okay, so that is it. And don't write nascent hydrogen. H खाली यही, इसका कुछ meaning नहीं है. Is that clear? So products में H will not remain as H. Two H atoms will combine to form hydrogen gas. So this plus this, 12 plus 2, 14. Right? Another, what is this? C4H8. This is butene, right? Just double. And this is ethane. So butene plus ethane, 4 plus 2, 6, and 8 plus 6 is 14. Okay. Now here, what is this? Propene. Good. What is this? Ethene. And this is ethane. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6 and 4, 10 and 4, 14. Okay. This is one of the examples I have given you. In your NCRT, it is given with 10 carbon atoms. Okay. So you can write. See, you have to be a bit smarter. When you are appearing, knowledge is okay. When you are giving an exam or in the test, why are you giving the test? And what will make you happy? Okay, marks. If a child is going to give this example, 1 mark, 10 carbon atoms, and if you make a mistake somewhere, half mark is gone. Okay, so when you give examples, purpose is easy example. Because the teacher is just assessing you. She knows you know more than that. Okay, but your endeavor should be to get marks. So, answering is a talent which you have to develop. Getting marks is a talent. Okay, write minimum, to the point, get maximum marks. Is that clear? Don't show your knowledge because when I am interacting with you in the class, I know how knowledgeable you are. Okay, how much you know, I know it. But endeavor should be to get marks. Now we go to the third type of reaction. So have you understood the usage of this pyrolysis? And read more about it. Okay. Aromatization. The process of converting aliphatic compounds into aromatic compounds is called aromatization or reforming, not refining. It is reforming. You are reshuffling and forming a new molecule. Reforming or platforming because the molecule becomes flat. Benzene, each carbon atom is sp2 hybridized. So triangular planar. When I will do benzene, I will tell you it is very interesting. You are just saying, you have never thought why benzene is having this shape, particular shape. It is not in the air. It is based on hybridization state of each. Okay. Alright. So, yes, what happened? We will come on to benzene just now. Abhi we are doing aromatization. The process of converting aliphatic means straight chain compound into aromatic compound. Aromatic compound here it will mean benzene derivatives. So minimum 6 carbon atom is required. So the straight chain must have minimum 6 carbon. Okay. Now see what I am doing here. I have written 6 carbon atoms like this. Instead of writing in a chain, just to show you how it is going to get cyclized. This is there. This is will be CH3 and CH3. Remaining all will be CH2. I can write condensed formula also. CH3, CH2 is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. CH3, CH2, whole 4. CH3, CH2, whole 4 and CH3. Okay? Right. I have put it like this because if this bond will break from here, this will be breaking from here. Loss of hydrogen, dehydrogenation, removal, and then what will happen? They will join together. And you will get cyclohexane. This is cyclohexane. And this process, the first step is known as cyclization. Cyclic compound. Straight chain got converted into a cyclic compound, and this is known as cyclization. Is this clear? Cyclization at 480 to 550 degrees centigrade because it involves breaking up of bond. Okay. Now what? Again the same. What is this? Chromium trioxide, Cr2O3 and Al2O3 is known as alumina. It is known as aluminium oxide or alumina. Aluminium is extracted from this compound. Okay? Alright. Is it visible? Now what happens is, see, this or further this thing. If, what is, how many hydrogen are present here? 2. CH2. CH2, 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 CH2. If one hydrogen is lost from here and one from here, a double bond will be formed. But this carbon and this carbon, double bond will be formed here. Right? Again it is dehydrogenation and it will lead to this structure. Now we have formed 3 pi bonds also. This is benzene. Okay? So this process is known as aromatization. It comprises of 2 steps. First is cyclization and then conversion of a cyclic compound into a benzene derivative. Is that clear? Yes. Alright. An interesting question I am asking you. I said minimum 6 carbon atom is required. Suppose I take heptane. It will have 7 carbon atom. Where will the 7th carbon atom go? 6 will form benzene ring. Where will the 7th carbon atom go? Correct. Here you will attach CH3. This is compound will be known as toluene. 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 If you have 8 carbon atom, this chain will be CH2, CH3. Okay? Are you following? Your face is black. CH2, CH3. Right? That is ethyl benzene. So more than 6 carbon atom all will go in the side chain. Is that clear? So any application question is asked. This question is asked in NCERT over there. How will you form toluene from this? Starting will be heptane. Okay? Alright.
There are 12 122 benzene in also because
Pardon?
there are 12 atoms. 2 benzene structure will be
If there are 12, you have two benzene rings fused together, that is naphthalene. The naphthalene balls which you have. Okay? Now the fourth type of reaction is oxidation. I have done various definitions of oxidation under redox. Yes, Harsh, what are you explaining us? Different definition. Can you see the blackboard now? Okay, okay, okay. Now is it visible? There's nothing we can do. Am I doing anything? It is clear. It is clear here. How many times you are speaking? If I will adjust, it will be blur for some other person. Okay. I want Rush to come to school. Okay. Alright. This is fine. Now next we go on to oxidation. Right. Now oxidation means addition of oxygen. Hmm? Addition of oxygen can be direct oxygen gas label. Second is with the help of oxidizing agent. I will take some compound which will give me oxygen. So here oxidation, एक और oxidation, burning the compound in air, that is combustion. Plenty of air, कोई control नहीं है. But when we have oxidizing agent, it will give us limited amount of oxygen. ठीक है? And what will happen? That limited amount of oxygen will come from oxidizing agent. If I will change the oxidizing agent, the product changes. This is what I am going to show you here. So oxidation in front of it you can write control because that is I am going to discuss today. Controlled oxidation. Controlled oxidation. Now look here. This is your methane and this will be combustion. But temperature and atmospheric pressure is fixed. That means it is not in the air. So I am getting methanol when I am using copper as a catalyst. I am using copper. Copper is not giving oxygen. Here it is a catalyst. Simply heat I am using. This is methanol. So alcohol. I will start with methane. I will get methanol. If I will start with ethane, I will get methanol. I will start with propane. Propanol. Propanol. Okay. All right. Now, next is molybdenum. M should be capital, O should be small. That is the symbol of molybdenum. Molybdenum oxide. This oxygen should be big. Okay, because that is standing for oxygen. Molybdenum oxide, I have got an aldehyde. Aldehyde with one carbon. Form aldehyde. If I will want ethanol, दो कार्बन एटम, तो हमारा स्टार्टिंग मटेरियल क्या होगा? इथेन. Because loss in carbon atom. Organically, carbon atom is very very important, very precious. देखो कहाँ lose हो रहा है, कहाँ gain हो रहा है, कहाँ add कर रही है. Okay. And the third is I have got this. What compound is this? CH3 whole thrice. This is a tertiary carbon atom. This is neo. This is isobutane. Neo will have quaternary carbon. Tertiary. I purposely wrote it like this. This is tertiary. It is iso. It is not neo. Because neo will have 4 degree carbon. Now इसको oxidize करो. KMnO4 is a very very strong oxidizer. Okay. Straight away I have got what? An alcohol. This oxygen is added here. Oxygen valency is 2. One will be added to carbon. So I will straight away get alcohol. Is that clear? So this is by changing the oxidizing agent, I am able to control the product. Very very important for industries. हमको जो चाहिए वो हम बना सकते हैं. यही तो चाहिए साइंटिस्ट को कि हम जो चाहते हैं हम वो बनाएंगे. बनाया तो है ना एक वायरस. अभी भाग रहे हैं, वायरस से भाग रहे हैं, वायरस पीछे पीछे भाग रहे हैं. Now come on to conformations. Okay, I think this is also there. Right. See here, this is 4 degree carbon. Right? This when it gets oxidized, we are using concentrated nitric acid. Again a very strong oxidizer. So it is oxidizing into ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid. Okay, plus CO2. One carbon has gone here. Okay, so 3 and sorry 1 and 1 2 and 2 moles are there. So 4 and 1 5 carbon. Is that clear? So this is what it is formed. When we are using simply very high temperature, we will get alkyne. Okay, this is ethyne. So, this part you mark it off. This is for conversion. How will you convert this into this? Or, interesting, MCQs can be given. You write the reaction and the product, put a question mark on the arrow. What is the oxidizing agent used? Okay, so this type of questions you can get. Alright, now we go on to okay. Okay, Arsh, can you see confirmations? Okay. Now we come on to a type of isomerism. We had dealt with isomerism. So let's see what type of isomerism alkanes show. Alkanes show a special type of isomerism known as conformations. Okay. Conformations of alkanes. Conformations are nothing. I have written the definition is spatial. Spatial means 3 dimensional. In space. Spatial arrangement obtained by rotation of a sigma. Okay? Alright. For this, if I have one carbon atom, you can only rotate carbon hydrogen bond. कुछ नहीं होगा. If we have 2 carbon atoms like in ethane, so the sigma bond which I will rotate will be this one. I will keep one carbon atom stationary and I will rotate the other bond. I will keep one stationary and I will rotate the other. I think time is over now. See, it is 10:20. Okay, so we are going to stop here only. Is that clear? And we will. Yes. So we are going to start with confirmations next time. Okay, because you have another class, right? Was it okay? This is how we will go about it.